With us today on Island Focus, I have the pleasure of talking with Captain Jeffrey Roache of the Honolulu Fire Department. Thanks for being with us, Jeff. Really appreciate you taking the time from a very busy day, I know.
It's my pleasure, Lila.
So please help us understand. We know Honolulu Fire Department, firefighters are first responders. This is a very unusual and, as they say, unprecedented time for your department. How are you adjusting differently from your regular work?
Well, that's a very interesting question. The adjustment comes on the premise that many of the things that we are doing right now, we've always done. Mm-hmm. We've always protected ourselves at every medical call. We've always protected our respiratory, we protect our eyes, we protect our skin. With COVID, it just became that much more critical to do all of those things. And sometimes, when people just in a daily basis, they can forget or something like that, that COVID meant that we can't forget. We can't have a lax. We can't have a downtime, a down day. We have to make sure that we do it right every time. The COVID has definitely increased the critical nature of what we do, and our sense of awareness has been heightened to the extreme. And on a daily basis, it is definitely apparent that we have to continue going forward along those lines.
This period of time is very stressful and fearful for the public. Your firefighters are part of the public. They're part of us. How are you working with them to maintain the stress level?
Whenever we're on scene, we have one goal in mind: to make the situation better. When we get on scene and whatever the emergency is, we're there to make sure the public knows that we want to help them and that we're going to do our best to make sure that they get the service and the assistance that they need from the fire department, whether it's putting out their house that's burning, making sure that American Red Cross comes to their aid and they have a place to sleep that night, or whether it's just a loved one who can't breathe very well. We want to go there, reassure them, not just the patient. We're not just treating the patient. We treat the family as well. And so it's a symbiotic relationship that we have with our community. Well, we want them to be assured that when we get on scene, that they are our priority and that we're going to do our best to make sure that the situation gets better or is eliminated entirely.
With all due respect and honesty, that's the feeling we have of the Honolulu Fire Department. What have you noticed is accelerated or different in these past few months that we've been facing COVID, that you've been having to deal firsthand with the situations?
With COVID, with the advent of the new virus and the pandemic, it definitely caused us to use our PPE, our personal protective equipment. We would go through those a lot more because of the situation and the critical nature of the virus and what it does to people and how it's transmitted. So we're keeping all of those things in mind. And it also caused us as a department to come up with new guidelines on how we respond to emergencies. We came out with new internal guidelines, and we also made sure that we get ahead of the ordering of new equipment, the ordering of new sanitation devices that we use at our stations, the ordering of personal protective equipment like masks, goggles, gowns, and because the whole country is doing it. And so there is definitely going to be a lag in the delivery process. So we had to adjust what we do internally within our department and how we address the public as well. So it's been a trying time. It has stretched us as a department, but I think it's made us better too. It's made us better in our response. It's made us better in our procedures. It's made us better overall.
The nature of your profession and the professionals in the field is always responding to emergencies and situations, unexpected situations. As we close our conversation, what guidance do you have for the public to maintain calm, to be able to step into the next unknown moments, feeling that we can handle it?
Continue to be ahead of the curve. Continue to make sure that you are safe, your family is safe, and that you're doing the things that are going to prevent situations that would warrant us coming on scene, like keeping your cooking attended, never leave it unattended. Fires never went away during COVID and everyone was home. So keep vigilant in those regards too. Just because we're adjusting to this new virus doesn't mean that all the other emergencies go away. So we want to make sure that we maintain our vigilance when we go out in public as well. If we go hiking on a trail, if we go into the water, even if when we're driving on the road, none of those things went away. So keep yourself safe. When you keep yourself and your family safe, that's going to make a huge difference. You have to take some responsibility in that. When that doesn't work, then we will be there to help. So definitely the community has done a lot during this time, and we appreciate them very much.
Well, thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with us, and we appreciate you. I know that you're probably not thanked enough, so on behalf of the state of Hawaii, thank you for your service, and thank you for being there to reassure our hearts. We love you very much. Thank you.
We love you guys too, and we are very appreciative, and we thank the community as well.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
All right, thank you. It's my pleasure.
You've just had the opportunity to listen in on my conversation with Captain Jeff Roache of the Honolulu Fire Department. Aloha.